Welcome to Math Learners Uganda. Today we want to form quadratic equations when we are given the roots. So when we are given the roots, for example 2, 4, to form a quadratic equation when we are given these roots, what we shall do is that we let the roots be x or y or z or b, depending on the letter that you have chosen. So let us let the roots to be in form of x, and when we let the roots to be in form of x, it means that x equals to 2, then x equals to 4. The next step that you do here is you bring them to the left hand side of the equations. Remember that there are two equations now. We have equation 1, which is x equals to 2. We can call that equation 1. Then x equals to 4 is another equation, equation 2. So when we do that, we bring the constants to the right, from the right to the left, and that will give us now with equation 1, that is x minus 2 equals to 0. Then equation 2 is x minus 4 equals to 0. The next step is, you can even call this equation 3 and equation 4. So the next step here is to multiply the two equations 3 and 4. That will give us x minus 2 multiplying x minus 4 equals sign 0 times 0 is the same as 0. The next step here is to open the two brackets. So when we open the two brackets, x will multiply x, and we have x squared. Then x will multiply negative 4, and we have negative 4 x. Negative 2 will multiply x, and we have negative 2x. And negative 2 will multiply negative 4, and we have positive 8 equals to 0. We can simplify this more so that we have x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals to 0. That is the quadratic equation that we were told to form from 2, 4. Let us go to another example, example 2. So when we want to go to example 2, is that number 2, let us form a quadratic equation from the roots negative 1, negative 2, negative 1, negative 2. The first step, to let the roots be in form of x or y or z. So let my x be negative 1, or my x to be negative 2. You bring them to the left. You bring the constants to the left. So we have x plus 1 equals to 0. We can call this equation 1. Then x plus 2 equals to 0. We call this equation 2. We shall multiply equation 1 and 2. And when we multiply equation 1 and 2, we shall have x plus 1 multiplying x plus 2, then equals sign 0 times 0 is the same as 0. So the next step here is to open these two brackets so that we have x squared, that is x times x, then x times 2 is the same as 2x, then 1 times x is the same as x, then 1 times 2 is the same as 2 equals to 0. You simplify this so that you have x squared, 2x plus x the same as 3x, then plus 2 equals to 0. Thank you for watching. This was part 1. You can wait for part 2.